You need to feel safe to actually be sensual. Hi, I'm Shay. If you're new here, then stick around. I do videos on sensuality, communication, feminine embodiment, masculine embodiment, and a whole lot more, which is really all focused on how to live more fully expressed, more confidently, and more in touch with your essence, your real soulful being beyond the mind, the limiting beliefs, anything else that takes you away from the freedom to be you. One more thing, if you're coming back and watching this video, you've been watching many of my videos, but you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It helps this channel so much. And the amount of people who come back and watch compared with the amount of people who actually subscribed is like crazy. So it would be really helpful to get more reach and for me to realize that you do value this work. So this is a short video to explain why the prerequisite to feel more sensual is actually safety. What I mean by this is the sensuality that we exude is part of our feminine essence. Whether you're a man, woman, or otherwise, the energies of masculine and feminine are energies. And tapping into sensuality is tapping into the body. It's tapping into the felt, hearing, sight, the experiential mode of being. If we think about the masculine as the consciousness, the mind, it's different. The mind is almost separate from the body when we're talking about these two energies. Sensuality is also being receptive to pleasure, to feeling, and I don't just mean sexual pleasure. I mean pleasure in terms of the pleasure of taste, of what you're smelling, of the pleasure of the sights that you're seeing, the music that you're hearing. When you're tapped into pleasure state, you are dropped into sensuality, which is extracting the pleasure of the moment. So when you're connected to your body and being receptive of this pleasure, that receptivity is inherently more feminine. Whether, again, you're in any kind of body, different to a woman body, it doesn't matter. So the reason why safety is so important to be sensual is because if you don't feel safe, and I don't just mean physically safe, I also mean emotionally safe, mentally safe. If you don't feel safe, you're going to protect. The ways that we protect ourselves, whether it's helpful or not, whether it's conscious or not, is to get hard, tense. It's to literally have this biological reaction, this instinct to harden as if we're getting ready for a fight or to defend. When we are in protection mode, we drop into our masculine. We try to control. We try to solve. We are much more linear and rational. All these things, though they're not inherently bad, they're also very helpful to drop into when we need those qualities. If we're entering them through an experience that is more that we're coming into protection mode because we're protecting our wounding or our triggers or our trauma, then we are coming out of the body and into the mind, out of the feminine and into the masculine. And we won't be able to be in touch with receptivity and feminine embodiment and our sensual essence because we are in the mind, not the body. Our body is tense, not relaxed and receptive. The protection mechanisms, again, can be a real thing. You'll be feeling less sensual if you're running from a bear trying to attack you, or if you're crossing the road and someone nearly hits you and you have to pull back and your whole body tenses. You're not thinking about in that moment, extracting the pleasure of the moment. Your mind is trying to support you to keep you safe. When we talk about inner union between the masculine and the feminine, which is something that I offer in a course, an online course which you can do at your own pace, which is called Claim Your Inner King, which is all about women especially connecting to their inner masculine in order to support their inner feminine. I lead this as well in a one-to-one mentorship if you wanted to dive into this. But if we're connecting to this inner union, we realize that our masculine supports our feminine. The part of us that helps us feel safe and secure and grounded and solid is the thing that is going to allow our feminine to feel safe, to surrender, to be receptive, to soften into sensuality. So how can you start to feel safe in order to drop into the sensuality? Or rather, just feel safe in order to feel safe, right? Not even for the goal of being sensual. It's about showing up in ways that you know make you feel safe. So when others are allowing you to feel emotionally safe, they will tell you, I'm here for you. I will hold you. Your emotions are valid. It's okay to cry. All of these things lets us know I'm safe to feel, I'm safe to be, I will be held, right? When someone says that to us. So it's about actually being that for ourselves. A lot of this work has roots in reparenting ourselves through inner child healing. I have a meditation on my website, which is Inner Child Healing. It's, I think, less than $5 if you wanted to get that and start working with inner child work. Other ways to help us feel safe, you have the physical feeling of safety. I feel more safe in my feminine body and experience knowing that I'm strong and can run fast. So my masculine works out. It works out, keeps me fit, keeps me strong physically, so I don't have to rely on a big strong man to do that for me. I can do it for me. It's not to say I don't love how my partner's big and strong and can physically keep me safe. That's beautiful too. But it's not a requirement that someone else has to be that for me. It's also about not putting myself in situations where I feel my physical safety threatened. I don't walk around Bali at random times at night. That would put my physical safety at a threat, at risk rather. So then we have mental safety. That's more of an idea of how stressed we are versus how relaxed. So we could get stressed because of work, finances, feeling overwhelmed, anything really that is sparking in us anxiety and overthinking. So I do a lot throughout my day to really support a feeling of relaxation. And I do the work I need to do. I make the money I need to make. My masculine shows up in a way where I can have some calm. And I don't mean shows up by over-controlling everything and working too hard. That's unhealthy masculine expression. I have another video, healthy versus unhealthy masculine expression, masculine and feminine expression, if you wanted to check that out. This is all to say that if you want to tap into your sensuality, first, check in with how safe you feel in your body, in your emotions, in your mind. And that might be the missing piece for you to really unlock your feminine sensuality. I hope this was helpful. I trust that it was. It was helpful for me when I really grasped this and started to lead this with the people that I work with in this area. It was something that just clicked for them. So I hope you had that click moment. Again, subscribe if you want more, and check out my Instagram. I'm really active on that and share a lot on that too. See you next time.